Leave the lake and climb north, and the world changes its accent. Villages thin to scattered homes, and rock takes the stage. Terraces, ledges, caves punched into the mountain like a row of watching eyes. The air smells of cedar and wet limestone. A spring bursts from the foot of the cliff, cold and blue, rushing like a sentence that refuses a period. Shrines crouch along the stone with smoke curling upward. People bargain with heaven and fear. Here, of all places, Jesus asks the question that will choose us. We sit on a low wall near the spring. His quiet has weight, like a lamp under a cloth waiting to be uncovered. He looks at us, the ones who know the sound of his step, the tone of his laughter. Who do people say that I am? It's a safe start. We offer the road's opinions. John the Baptist, someone says. Elijah, another offers. Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. Respectful guesses, near the light, still in shadow. He narrows the circle from rumor to heart. But you, who do you say that I am? Silence lays a hand on each shoulder. Memories arrive like guests to a feast. A hillside and a boy's small bundle, bread multiplying until stingy hearts forgot their lines. A leper's skin turning to snow. A little girl waking. Wine learning manners. A man carried in on a mat walking out under the weight of his own freedom. Parables that kept unfolding 2 weeks later. Eyes that found us before we remembered to look up. Peter answers like a bell answers a strike. Immediate, whole, unapologetic. You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. The cliff doesn't tremble, but we do. Messiah, a word that tasted of oil and freedom when our mothers told bedtime stories. Son of the living God, too large for tidy sentences, perfect for worship. Joy begins in Jesus' eyes. Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah. Flesh and blood did not reveal this to you, but my Father in heaven gift, not deduction. Then he fits Peter to his future. You are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of death will not overcome it. Not on trend, talent, or crowds, on this confession that lands like a keystone. I will give you the keys of the kingdom, authority for opening what fear has shut, for binding what harms and loosing what heals. Then he tells us plainly what we would never guess and would never choose. The Son of Man must go to Jerusalem, must suffer many things, must be rejected, must be killed, and on the third day, rise. We hear the first four clearly. They are heavy. The last shimmers at the end of the sentence. We are new at hope. Peter pulls him aside. Love without wisdom. Far be it from you, Lord. This shall never happen. He tries to shelter goodness from pain, to ask for salvation without a cross, bread without breaking. Jesus turns, mercy disguised as rebuke. Get behind me, Satan. You are a stumbling block. You do not set your mind on the things of God, but on the things of men. Hear the kindness. Behind me, not away from me. Return to your right place. Follow, don't steer. He calls everyone closer. We tighten the circle. If anyone would come after me, let them deny themselves, take up their cross, and follow me. Whoever would save their life will lose it. Whoever loses their life for my sake will find it. What good is it if someone gains the whole world and forfeits their soul? We glance at the cliff of shrines where men try to bend the gods. Then back at him, the God who will bend himself to save the world. His question rings in the ribs like a bell. A world in your hands for a minute, or your soul in God's hands forever? He adds promise to command. The Son of Man will come in his Father's glory with his angels, and he will repay each person according to what they have done. History isn't an endless hallway. It has a last door. Hidden obedience is not hidden to him. We sit again. No one performs. Inside, furniture shifts to make room for cross and crown at the same time. A boy passes with figs. Jesus buys 2, bites 1, gives the other to the smallest child. Eternity in a sentence, and juice on your chin. He is not less human for being divine, nor less close for being king. You walk the stream's edge with stubborn birds of thought. What precisely is he asking of you? Deny yourself. Perhaps start where pride likes to live. The last word polished for an argument. The need to be first to be noticed. The small trophy of being right. Take up your cross. Perhaps today it isn't dramatic. The task no one thanks. The inconvenience you don't narrate for applause. The costly kindness with a receipt only heaven files. Follow. Perhaps it's as concrete as the next right thing. Tell the truth without theater. Forgive without a sigh for effect. Give 10 attentive minutes to the person whose stories take too long. Refuse the bitterness that pretends to warm while it chills the soul. We love drama because drama lets us feel heroic. He invites daily because daily makes us like him. When you return, he speaks like a builder. Faith is not all climax, it is construction. One yes upon another, each aligned to a cornerstone you cannot replace. We start south as the sun leans. Behind us, lamps in the niches will burn until oil gives up. Then darkness will wait for tomorrow's fear. Beside us, he walks with a light that doesn't notice night. Some of us practice Peter's sentence under our breath to teach our mouths its shape. You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. It feels like rock underfoot and sky overhead at once. He slows to your stride. What are you thinking? He asks, not for data, but because he loves your voice. You tell him true, you want a crown without a cross. Gain the world, lose your soul, keeps ringing. Small obediences scare you more than grand gestures because they follow you home. He listens like water receives a stone, holds the weight without complaint. He nods. He does not bargain. He promises, I will be with you. Suddenly deny, take up, follow sound less like rules and more like coordinates. Where he is, life lives. In the next village, dusk puts blue on the roofs. A small fire blooms. Bread and salted fish pass from hand to hand. It is easier to share with your hands when your heart has said yes with your mouth. Losing your life looks suspiciously like passing the bread first, like letting someone else cross the doorway before you, like lifting a burden you could have walked past. No trumpets, just the kingdom's arithmetic where subtraction becomes multiplication. Later, under a sky that writes its stars like punctuation over sentences we're still learning to read, he prays. Quiet, strong enough to build a room inside the night. The camp settles. The spring keeps talking to the stone. So does his question in your chest. Who do you say that I am? You answer aloud, because secrets shrink and confessions grow in air. You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. Not an essay, allegiance. Tomorrow will not be a festival. It will bring errands and interruptions, a sore knee, an overcharged fig, a neighbor's sharp tongue, a friend who misunderstands your best sentence. It will also bring quiet chances, deny, take up, follow, that look like chores and count like worship. Somewhere ahead, a carpenter's son will keep walking toward a hill with a must in his mouth and a love wide enough to change how death works. He will turn a cross into a doorway and stand on the other side, calling your name like morning. And you will follow, not because you are fearless, but because he is near. Not because you enjoy loss, but because you have found where life keeps itself. Closing prayer. Jesus, Messiah, Son of the living God, let my mouth confess and my life agree. Save me from the small king inside me who wants a crown without a cross. Set my mind on the things of God, your road, your pace, your way. Give me grace today to deny myself where pride wants the last word, strength to take up the cross that fits my day when no one sees, and love to follow you in ordinary steps only you applaud. What would it profit me to gain the whole world and lose my soul? Keep me near enough to hear your question and brave enough to answer each morning. You are the Messiah. You are my Lord. Amen.